Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Heel Turn, our live weekly wrestling show and the official podcast of ProWrestling.Cool.
It's not just cool, it's like someone stabbed me in the neck.
We are here to talk about this past week in the WWE, which means we're talking about Raw, we're talking about SmackDown Live. We may briefly talk about 205 Live, I'm not sure.
No.
We're talking about NXT.
I'm putting the kibosh on that right now. No, we are not going to talk about 205 Live.
Okay, we're going to talk about NXT, which aired on the USA Network this week, which is why we're
talk
early.
about a cruiserweight or two.
Fair enough.
Not 205 Live, no.
And of course, this Sunday, the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, Clash of Champions, which means I get to make predictions.
Well, isn't that great?
It's not great. I'm Owen.
Nope, that's not the branding.
All right, fair enough. I'm Owen, joined as always by John.
And we are joined, as always, by everybody out there on the internet. Isn't that cool?
It's not cool.
That's the branding. There we go. We are streaming live right now over at twitch.tv/ozoneonline and on YouTube somewhere. I don't know. Well, someone's giving me a call. I probably should silence my phone.
Live podcast.
My girlfriend's not going to like them not answering that, but I don't like that I have to do this with a neck. We'll talk about that in a second. Point is, we're streaming live over at those places. We are monitoring our chats there and our Twitter at The Heel Turn. So send us your questions and your comments, and we will get to them as we deem fit. Owen.
Hey, John.
My neck is fucked up.
What did you do? Because I fucked up my knee.
I don't know. I went bowling last week for an office holiday party, and my neck is all fucked, and it sucks. And I basically spent a lot of the day asleep because
were you drinking as well as bowling?
Towards the end there, but I didn't get drunk.
Okay, guys, I was gonna say, because bowling is very dangerous because when you're throwing like a heavy ball, like it works like from like the outside of your arm up toward your neck muscle. So that is
which is probably what happened. Like me swinging this fucking 8-pound ball around like a fulcrum.
Yeah, so
something like that.
I'm pretty sure that's probably what caused it. So
yeah, point being, I'm on a bunch of prescription strength ibuprofen right now. Also have some muscle relaxants. I'm really fucking low energy and tired, so this is gonna be a short episode.
I'm sorry to hear that, John. I hope you feel better. I am.
Thank you.
I got tons of energy, and I am ready to talk about wrestling.
You did chug a 5-hour energy. You sent me this picture. I of course have my oversized can of Coke, as I always do. It's branded with the New York Rangers because hockey.
Excuse me, John. You mean I chugged a non-branded energy substance while you're also drinking some brand name soda because they are not paying us.
Speaking of things that are branded with the Rangers, shout out to my Rangers loving friend Mike. Because I know you're not listening because you don't like wrestling and you don't care. But, just not to say too much here, but his mom passed away.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, it's horrible. And my heart is broken for him, and I love you, dude. And, everybody out there listening to this show, send your love to Mike Lau. He's a wonderful man who does great stuff. If you watch certain shows on the CBS network, like Madam Secretary or things like that, you will see in his prop work.
Oh, wow, that's cool. So sending lots of love to him. Hope he's doing okay. It's terrible news.
It's terrible fucking news. As to quote what he said in his Facebook post about it, call your parents. Make sure they're good. Talk to your parents because you know what? Like again, not to say too much, but yeah, his parents were on vacation and his mother had a heart attack while on vacation, and he never got to say goodbye. And I cannot even begin to imagine what you're going through, my dude. I'm so sorry, and I love you.
Lots of love. But John, I have bad news for you. I have bad news for you.
Wrestling news?
We have to talk about professional wrestling on this podcast. So the bummers
it was really bad this week.
Going.
So let's get to it.
The bummers just keep going. Is there anything like uplifting that you did this week you want to talk about besides your fucked up neck?
No. My life is pain and sadness and writing papers that are late.
I've been playing the Destiny 2 expansion.
Huzzah!
Did
you get the broken laser gun?
I mean
I heard that Zero was selling it this weekend.
The vendor was selling it, so of course I bought it. They fixed it.
All right then.
They fixed it yesterday. But it is a very cool gun, regardless. Yeah, Destiny 2 is still a good game. I recommend that you get back in at some point and play with me.
Wrestling news.
All right, you just want to get into wrestling news then, and we shall. And I'm going to hit the jingle. Hey, John.
I have breaking news for you, Owen.
Like breaking right now?
Breaking as in the WWE app literally just told me.
Let me see if I got a notification.
The women of Total Divas go wild in Cabo for Nikki Bella's engagement party tonight at 9/8 Central on E.
No, that's not fuck off. That's not breaking news.
How
about the breaking news that the WWE app broke this morning? How about that news?
Yeah, that is some serious news. Tell me about it.
Remember how a couple weeks ago I talked about how WWE was working on possibly putting together a show for Facebook?
I do remember this.
Well, my sources were correct because it was announced today that WWE is going to be doing a 20-minute weekly show for 12 weeks starting next month with WWE Mixed Match Challenge. Or we can just call it MMC.
Whoa. Well, all right then. Tell me more.
I mean, have you looked into this?
Yeah, I have, but tell me more because I'm very confused about it.
So it's going to be a 20-minute show on Facebook that airs on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And will feature superstars from Raw and SmackDown competing in intergendered mixed tag matches. And it's a tournament where the winner wins $100,000 for a charity of their choosing.
So the thing that confused me about this is, so it appears to be like a smattering of Raw superstars and SmackDown superstars.
Hey, John.
Men and women alike. So how is this going to work?
But John, I mean, what about the most important question?
Which is?
What happened to the one night of the year where Raw and SmackDown superstars compete in head-to-head competition?
Well, technically it's next year, so...
I mean, but also they're going to have Survivor Series that year, and if they try to pull that shit again, it's not going to work out.
Look, man.
What?
It's Raw. It's WWE. They'll do whatever they want to do because they don't give a shit. Also, let's be honest here. It's the internet, and as we know, things on the internet don't count.
I mean, it should count. Well, what's wrong with the internet?
It's a terrible place where terrible things happen.
Okay, well, I'm pulling up the story to let you know who the people that are competing in it are.
I know some of them, and that was the other thing that I was curious about. So.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing Raw versus SmackDown. They've clearly announced that there are going to be, various men and various women on it. Is this just like a straight tournament? Is it possible that a man will have to fight a woman?
It's a tag tournament.
It's a tag tournament.
Yes. It's a Tekken tag tournament. Except it's not Tekken. So it's, like I said, it's intergender tags. It's mixed tag matches. So male superstars will be paired up with female superstars and then have to run the tournament.
Huh.
And as
I take it to male superstars to team up with, are there enough female superstars to team up with male superstars?
Yeah, well, for this, yes.
Okay.
Considering the list they have. And as I believe, it's going to be Raw, men and women teaming up. It's not, one from each brand pairing up. So it's Raw teams and SmackDown teams competing in the tournament.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
So here are the participants. For Raw, we have Alexa Bliss, Alicia Fox, Asuka, Bayley, Braun Strowman, Enzo Amore, Finn Balor, Goldust, Nia Jax.
So that's where Goldust went.
Yep. Sasha Banks, The Miz, and a final fan vote. For SmackDown, we have Becky Lynch, Bobby Roode, Carmella, Charlotte Flair, Jimmy Uso, Lana, Naomi, Natalya, Rusev, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura, and a final fan vote. But that final fan vote will be one of the members of the New Day.
Huh. Strange. I find it interesting that they have Jimmy in there, but not Jay. Although when I think about it, it's probably because they're just going to team him up with his wife.
Well, if you were on Facebook today, they were posting videos where they were talking about these pair-ups. And there's a video with Naomi and Jimmy Uso talking about how everyone thinks they're going to be paired up, but there's a high chance that they won't. Because the teams haven't been announced. And we don't know if it's going to be like fans voting for the teams or the general manager picking the teams or it's going to be a random draw. It hasn't been determined, but we don't know what the teams are. And people are campaigning for who they think they should team up with. Including Nia Jax having a really interesting idea. You know,
team her up with Braun, and then they just beat everybody because it's boy Braun and lady Braun.
Yep, that's what she wants to do.
Duh.
It's pretty.
That was my first thought when you said it was going to be men and women teams. Was okay, so Nia and Braun done.
But what about
they win?
But what if it's a Nia and Enzo? Because they have that whole thing going on.
Kill me now.
Well, you don't love that storyline so great. Also, did you notice that Lana's going to be wrestling?
I didn't. Honestly, I kind of just blocked it out there.
So Lana's going to get another chance to compete in wrestling. That's cool.
Okay. No,
also, there's other elements of this you didn't notice when I said it airs on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. That's immediately after SmackDown.
Yeah, wait.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Huh.
Wait, what are you thinking?
Well, they're clearly not canceling 205 Live.
But what if they
though they should.
But what if they take the second word out of that title?
What if they keep the second word in that title and then just don't make it live? That sounds like equally like something they would do.
That's what I meant. I meant it's not going to be live.
Okay. At least not.
I have no
confirmation. You think they'll go back to it being live after the tournament ends?
I have no idea, but nothing has been set in stone yet. But I believe the plan may be to tape it before SmackDown.
Sure, just in front of even more empty arenas than they already do 205 Live in front of.
Well, a crowd that might actually
sense.
be awake. So who knows?
Don't know if I'm willing to go that far.
Well,
call them awake.
Here's the interesting thing, though. The tournament starts on January 16th.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 12 weeks, which means the end of January it will be going on, and I will be at one of the SmackDowns where it airs. So I'll get to see how the whole system works with 205 Live being taped and then this thing being run, and see how the whole night is and if it's just too damn long or not. So I'll be able to report back. Also, they might just decide to tape 205 Live around Raw because they want to watch the world burn. I don't know.
I mean, it honestly would make more sense to tape it before Raw instead of fucking main event or whatever. Like,
no, but then people would have to be there for like 5 hours. A lot of time.
Raw is a cornucopia of bad decisions.
That's true.
Would this even qualify as one of the worst decisions? I don't think so.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening. I would believe the taping before SmackDown.
It makes more sense. It clearly makes more sense considering they're not doing anything before SmackDown right now.
Mm-hmm.
But This is a very stupid company filled with very stupid people. And we need to talk about one of those stupid people.
Okay. So I'll just wrap this up to saying that I'm interested in this tournament. The teams will be announced on Thursday, January 4th. So looking forward to that.
Oh, cool.
And I have a feeling that someone told me that there's an off chance that one of the big parts of this, doing the show on Facebook, is to test the waters on how sponsorship, and ad revenue money works when broadcasting on non-cable television.
All right, then.
Seeing if internet may be the future of WWE programming in its entirety. We'll see.
I think that would be a not great idea for them, but
again, I mean, in the future, like not in the near future, but this is testing the waters of that, so we'll see.
Okay.
Next bit of news is you brought this up, so
yeah, I know that you don't want to talk about it, and rightfully so.
I mean, I'm willing,
but I feel like we would be remiss to not talk about Rich Swann. What the fuck, dude? Not you, him. What the flying fuck?
Hey, John.
Yeah?
Everyone. That's the thing. That's the thing I tell you. Everyone is shitty to women, or to other significant others, regardless of gender.
Yep. So yeah, for those that haven't been paying attention here, Rich Swann is currently suspended indefinitely by the WWE, pending an investigation that is going on because he was arrested on Saturday for battery and false imprisonment. Admittedly, the charges are pretty strange and not really explanatory. Basically, what you need to know is that he and his wife were going home after an independent show that his wife worked at. Apparently, they started having a fight in the car for who knows what reason. Mm-hmm. His wife left the car while they were stuck in traffic and stormed out. Rich Swann decided to chase her out of the car and put her in a headlock.
You also have to remember she is also a wrestler.
She is a wrestler, yes. So I felt like that was implied by saying an independent wrestling show, which she was working at.
Yeah, well, she could also be like a manager or a a backstage person or a booker. But yeah, she is a professional wrestler as well.
Regardless of whether or not she is a wrestler, the point is, don't put your fucking wife in a headlock. What the fuck you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
Don't touch. Don't strike or do anything violent toward your wife.
Yeah, or actually, you know what? Yeah, like you said it. Actually, like I feel like I need to correct my statement here. Like it shouldn't be just don't put your wife in a headlock. How about don't put anyone in a headlock? If you're not like working a match, if you're not doing something, if you're not like legitimately being attacked by someone and trying to put them in a headlock because it is like them or you, what the fuck are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
And for people who are going, well, you know what? How could it possibly be Rich Swann? He's such a happy-go-lucky, dancy guy on the show. They need to remember he is playing a character in wrestling, and actually, he does have a bit of anger issues in real life,
which I did not know. Because
I mean, if the information on that arose after this occurred, as I looked further into it. His wife has mentioned he has had anger issues in the past, so whoops.
Jesus fucking Christ. It is absolutely shameful and disgusting. And like, you know what? I'm very surprised, that he still has a job. I don't think he will have a job for much longer. I really don't. I mean, considering that, like, obviously there were extenuating circumstances there and they were looking to get rid of him anyway. But like, this is the exact reason that Adam Rose lost his job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fuck you, Rich Swann.
Yeah, once the details of the investigation are out, and if it's bad for him, he will be gone from the company.
Yeah, and even if it's not bad for him, and he stays in the company, fuck you, Rich Swann. Like,
yeah,
this shit is beyond the pale. Like, this is insane. This is just ridiculous.
I do appreciate the WWE at least addressing it like a little bit on Raw by mentioning that his title opportunity was revoked.
Yep.
And that's all they need to say.
Yeah, I feel like they actually did the right thing of we're not going to go into it. We're not going to,
not just give it to Drew Gulak, the title shot. Actually have another, because they need to stretch this out. Because here's the thing, John, that title match is going to be at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And regardless of the Rich Swann situation, the winner was already clear. Drew Gulak was going to win the title shot.
You really think so?
John, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
It's at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
What city is it in?
I guess you're right. I guess, you know what? I was trying to figure out, like, how the fuck could they turn Drew Gulak face? Like, he's so good as a heel. He's so good at this fucking character that, like, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't be logical. It would be really dumb for them to do it. As much as, look, we love Rich Swann. Did you see the video of him teaching all the superstars how to play dreidel?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's fucking great. Go look that up if you haven't seen it.
You said Rich Swann. You mean Drew Gulak.
Sorry. Oh my god. Sorry. My head is in the wrong place right now.
Just want to be sure.
Fuck Rich Swann. Drew Gulak is great.
Drew Gulak's always been great.
Drew Gulak is really good.
Like, he has a move called the University City Stretcher. Like, dude, he names his moves after the city. It's impossible that he could, like, be a heel in Philadelphia. He is.
Yeah. That, remembering now that it is going to be in Philly, it makes a lot more sense how they could make Drew Gulak the face.
He is going to have the biggest reaction because he is from here. He is a Philadelphia through and through.
It kind of bums me out, though, just because his heel work is so fucking good.
Well, no, he can still do all the shit. Just the crowd cheers for it, like the PowerPoint. Like, we want the PowerPoint.
Okay. I mean, and
then the heels interrupt his PowerPoint. That's all you do. You just switch it. You just have the heels to be the ones interrupting his PowerPoint to get heat.
Okay. Yeah, true. You could do that.
Yeah.
Drew Gulak's great. What's not great is A, Rich Swann, and B, the fact that it's still WWE, so they just replaced Rich Swann with the other smiling, dancing black guy.
Well, to be fair, it was his tag team partner, too, so.
Yeah, no, I know. Clearly, Cedric Alexander and Swann have history, but come on. I
know. But
I see you, Vince.
Regardless.
We all see you.
Regardless, Drew Gulak winning the championship in Philadelphia is going to be the highlight of Rumble weekend for me. I can't wait.
Now that is taking it too far. That's not going to happen.
You know what's going to happen with Enzo. He's going to wear the jersey of whatever team either eliminated the Eagles from the playoffs or who they're playing in the Super Bowl.
Makes sense.
So it's going to be magical. It's going to be great. I can't wait.
And Enzo will win because it's still the cruiserweights.
Also, Rhythm Bastard in the chat says, but people always lose in their hometown. And to which I say to him, fuck you, let me have this.
He's not wrong is the problem.
No, but recently that's not been the case.
Well, no. I feel like... Okay. Yeah. I mean, Starrcade did happen, but Starrcade wasn't televised. It was a house show.
Yeah, but didn't Alexa Bliss win in her hometown recently?
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is WrestleMania this year, Naomi won, which made sense. And but then immediately following it, we had Bayley lose in her hometown.
But to be fair, fuck Bayley.
Admittedly, this was before the Kendo on a Stick match. Kendo on a pole match.
If that's not on our list for worst of the year, make sure you put that on there.
It's absolutely there. It's been there. We put that there like immediately after it happened. Don't worry.
Okay.
It's there.
So before we get out of news, we have one more cruiserweight story.
Yeah, speaking of bad cruiserweight things, also Noam Dar fucked and needs surgery.
Yep. I mean, was
It's
he really doing
unclear
anything?
entirely what happened to him, but Homeboy's knee is messed up.
But to be fair, was he really doing anything at the time?
No. I
Being
mean,
part
look.
of the Zo train or whatever.
No, I mean, yeah, it's the cruiserweights. Nothing happens there except for like the same fucking things
Except for
over and
Gulak.
over again. Yeah, okay, fine. The one storyline. Because that's always what happens in the cruiserweight division. They have one storyline.
And it's the best storyline.
The fuck happened to Zawa?
Who?
You may have heard of him. He goes, ha.
No.
He's currently represented by Titus O'Neil, I think, maybe?
Is he still? I don't know. I haven't watched 205 Live in forever. I just look up whatever Gulak's been up to.
A good reason.
Yeah. That's unfortunate because I was talking to a friend of the site, Oscar, who will be attending Royal Rumble weekend, and he was all hyped about seeing Noam Dar because it's for some odd reason that's his favorite cruiserweight. I don't get it, but apparently that's his favorite, and now he's not going to get to see him because he's out for a while. But it's fine. We get to see Drew Gulak win.
I sympathize. I don't get it either. Like he's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he said Alicia Fox funny a few times, but now he doesn't even do that anymore.
And honestly, that kind of got old.
Yeah, near the end, the whole FaceTiming thing was bad. We may talk about that in a few weeks.
I actually really liked the FaceTiming thing.
I liked it first, but then it just kept going.
I forgot that they did it more than once.
They did it like for like a couple months.
Jeez, really?
Yeah, that's why at the end I was like, this needs to end. I can't anymore.
Jeez, okay, yeah, sure, say no more. All right. Hey, Owen, here's a crazy idea for you.
What's up?
How about fuck the cruiserweights?
Fair, but unfortunately, we're gonna need to talk about since we're done news. Are we done news?
Yeah, we're done with news.
Let's talk about Raw, which looking at your
Great.
notes, which people can read at our Patreon at patreon.com/pwc. Each bullet point starts with the word fuck.
And then has a name.
So, why don't you tell me why we should fuck all these people? And please don't get too erotic, because this is being streamed. And there's terms and services on these sites.
Yeah, we have another avenue for that will be coming soon.
Oh boy.
Very soon.
Oh.
Disgustingly soon. Turgidly soon.
Oh, please stop.
And I do mean turgid.
Please stop. Let's
talk about things that happened on Raw this week, Owen. Like, say, for example, the main event, which was some hot fucking garbage.
I did not watch Raw this week.
I actually watched bits of both shows this week.
Ooh,
so
okay.
Yeah, and spoilers, I thought that everything that WWE did this week was...
Oh, no, SmackDown was bad this week.
Yeah, SmackDown was bad. Raw was a little bit better.
I mean, SmackDown has some
much better.
SmackDown has some high points though, so we will talk about that coming up. But tell me about
as did Raw. It's just I feel like the highs were not as high, but the lows were not as low.
Fair enough.
That doesn't mean that I'm in any way happy about the main event of Kane versus Braun Strowman, which was a fine, okay match because Kane is still Kane. And Kane is still,
Kane,
old and safe and kind of obvious about that. And hey, guess what, Owen?
What's up?
You know how this match ended?
Disqualification?
Double fucking count out.
Oh, the Curtis Axel special.
Yep. No, because Curtis Axel wins on count out. Thank you. By the way, Curtis Axel wrestled this week and lost to Finn Balor in like 3 minutes.
Why?
Because Finn Balor needs to do things and show that he is a man of extraordinary talents, and that is why he will never get his rematch for the title that didn't lose.
Yeah, see, you pointed it out. You pronounced it correctly. It's extraordinary. Because it's just so ordinary. It's just...
Yep.
They're messing him up real bad.
They are fucking him up bad.
Well, they're also fucking up Nakamura on the other side, so
they're fucking up. They're fucking up a lot of things. Let's be honest. Anyway, though, yeah, it was a double DQ or double count out rather.
Okay.
Because they had to just keep fighting, and we're so mad at each other. We're gonna fight.
Wait, was there a stipulation on this match?
Yeah. This was to determine who faces Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble.
And then I saw that next week they're gonna announce who's gonna fight at the Royal Rumble.
Spoilers.
John.
You could probably guess this, but I'm just gonna say what's in the dirt sheets. Of course, it's gonna be a fucking triple threat.
John.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Nope.
I can't do that.
Nope.
No can do.
No.
I cannot go for that.
I am not about that at all.
Because here's the thing, John.
Mm-hmm.
The last time the Royal Rumble was in Philadelphia, we had a triple threat for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
I remember it was one of the best matches of that year.
It was Brock Lesnar.
You have said it is quite possibly the best triple threat match you have ever seen.
I was about to say that. It is the best triple threat match I've ever seen. It was Brock Lesnar,
live or otherwise,
against Seth Rollins, against John Cena. And funny enough, my previous favorite triple threat of all time, I also saw in person, which was the main event of WrestleMania 20. We don't need to talk about who was involved.
No.
But yeah. So, I love me a good triple threat. This is not one of them. And I feel like this crowd is not, unless Braun does some really cool shit, I don't think this crowd's going to be into it either.
But I'm guessing that Braun will not do some cool shit because, let's be honest, have you seen any of Brock Lesnar's matches lately?
Oh, lately. I was about to say he did that other triple threat.
Again, lately.
That Fatal 4-Way was cool. The one at SummerSlam?
It was good, but I also don't feel like it was good because of anything Brock Lesnar did.
No, but it was because of what Braun did. Which was fucking murder people with cool shit he did.
Yeah, exactly. Braun was awesome and looked fucking great.
But I don't...
What happened to Braun immediately after that?
We don't need to talk about that. My point is that, John, Braun had more props, as in he had Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe to work with to be able to look really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
In this match, he has fucking Kane.
Yep, he's got Kane.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be bad. This is just going to be bad. You know what? Honestly, I'm going to be completely straight with you here. There's a part of me that would just rather they did fucking Brock Lesnar versus Kane.
No, I don't want that either.
I don't want it either. I think it would be bad, but at least if it was just that, then maybe they do something stupid and funny. Like, remember when they did Brock Lesnar versus Big Show? And the entire match was just Brock Lesnar beating Big Show to death with fucking chairs for no reason?
Yeah. But
that was good.
Yeah, but see, if we had that match... Remember how I said the triple threat reminded me of the triple threat at the last Rumble I went to?
Yes.
This would remind me of the Brock Lesnar title match from the Rumble before that. Because if you don't remember, I also went to the 2004 Royal Rumble, which had Brock Lesnar against an old guy that had no right to be in a title shot, which was Bob Holly.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar versus Bob Holly for the WWE title was a match that I saw.
Ew.
So this would be on that level, and I do not want it.
No, thank you.
How about this, John? How about they do the thing they did at the 2015 Rumble, where it was originally going to be Cena against Lesnar, and then they realized that match is going to suck. Why don't we add someone interesting to the match to make it a good match? So I suggest we have a Fatal 4-Way and we just put Finn Balor in it.
Owen, get hype for Jason Jordan.
You go fuck yourself.
Did you see what Jason Jordan did this week?
No, he's going to be in the Rumble.
He was all like, I want to fight Samoa Joe. I'm the Jason Jordan. Give me nepotism.
Oh, he did that thing again?
Yeah, of course he did that thing again. And then Samoa Joe had a match with Dean Ambrose that was fine. Samoa Joe's great.
Okay.
Dean was kind of looking like baby fighting a wrestling doll. Dean Ambrose again. But whatever. And mostly what happened was fucking Jason Jordan got all on top of the apron and distracted Dean, and then Dean got all in his face, and then Samoa Joe killed both of them.
Great.
Yep.
Why?
Are you just loving this Jason Jordan shit?
I mean, if it goes the way I think it'll go, yes, where he turns heel.
I still don't like that it's taking very long time. It doesn't feel like a slow build. It doesn't feel like, they're telling a story as much as it feels like they're really not understanding how much none of us want to see Jason Jordan.
I mean, I think that's kind of the point. Just they don't understand that it's like bad heat.
Which again, I get it, but like you said, it's bad heat. At a point it stops being, oh, I'm mad at you because I don't like you, and it just becomes, I'm mad at you because you're Dolph Ziggler, and I don't want to see you ever again.
Oh, I have plenty of I'm mad at you because you're Dolph Ziggler coming up when we talk about.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
Yep.
Speaking of things that aren't very good, Owen.
What's up?
They did the exact same Woken Matt Hardy promo this week with Bray Wyatt.
No, excuse me, no, you did not do the exact same promo.
Mostly the same promo.
There was a graphic where it said Woken and like the glass broke.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Also,
sure.
Did you not see on Facebook when someone commented on the video where he said you just cut the same promo again? And Matt Hardy actually replied to it saying no. If you listen, I say completely different things. You're just not woken enough to understand. It was pretty good.
That is pretty funny. It's also missing the point that it was the exact same tenor. And yeah, come on.
Yeah. Did you see the video that WWE uploaded? I'm
still not willing to say that this is not what I wanted and that this is not going to work, but I am feeling much more vindicated in my concerns from last week, so there you go.
But John, did you see the video WWE uploaded?
What did they upload?
On YouTube, they have a video of Woken Matt Hardy laughing for 10 hours straight. It's memes.
It's just
memes.
The laugh is part of the problem.
But that's what he does. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, but again, it's not like... Again, it feels like the difference between... Here's just a weird thing that's going on, where it's not the point, it's just a funny fucking thing. Like, again, like I talked about last week, like, the weird shit in File and Deletion, where it's like, here's just the camera lingering just a little bit too long on Matt Hardy before they cut away, and I'm going, It's like, fucking, why is this happening? Or fucking Matt Hardy doing the weird laugh as he's riding the fucking lawnmower and destroying Jeff's yard for no reason.
Hey, John, you want to know why he actually cut the same promo again this week?
Because it's Bray Wyatt, so who cares?
Yeah, that's one. The second is they're just spinning their wheels until after the holidays, and then they can start expanding the character, and we get to visit the compound.
I hope so. Because...
We're going to visit the compound, don't worry. We're going to talk to the giraffe that's George Washington. George Washington.
No, it's George Washington. Genghis Khan is the tiger, please.
Okay, but yes, we're gonna see that.
We're going to hang out with the spider monkeys again.
Yeah, so don't worry. I feel like we're going to get there.
Maybe the spider monkeys will now be named after the Undisputed Era instead of the Bucks of Youth.
Shit. No, they're still gonna be named after the Bucks of Youth. Except when he says that they're gonna be deleted.
Wait, WWE's gonna kill the monkeys?
Yes.
Fuck.
You're gonna slap them with a cease and desist, and then they will be deleted. That's what you should name the monkeys. They should name them cease and desist.
That actually is pretty good.
There you go.
I'd be into that. Anyway, That happened. Also, a thing that happened is Roman Reigns defended the Intercontinental Championship.
Against?
It was a good match, but Roman Reigns. And you want to know why it was a good match, Owen?
Who did he fight against?
It was Cesaro.
Hey!
Cesaro can pull a good match out of basically anybody if you give him the time and the wherewithal.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Of course it was a good match because it's fucking Cesaro. And they need to just give him a fucking singles push now.
Here's the thing. It's also Cesaro, so of course he lost.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Because it's Cesaro.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll never take him seriously.
Yep.
And the worst part about it is, Owen, so I take it you didn't see any of this match?
I just saw the one video of him doing cool shit.
Did you see the finish of the match?
No.
That might have been the worst spear I have ever seen Roman Reigns give.
Wow. Not even the Undertaker one?
The Undertaker ones were not great, but like, at least those were just like, it kind of just looked like Undertaker didn't really take it very well because he's an old broken man.
Mm-hmm. Wait, broken Undertaker?
Shit. Man. This one just looked like Roman didn't even really hit it that well. Reminded me of, people on the internet made the comparison that in comments that I've read somewhere, and I'm just going to totally take it because I feel like it's pretty apt. There's a lot of ways it was like an edge spear.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Everything up to that was good though. Hey, what a surprise. Cesaro's great.
I can't believe it.
You know what else you probably can't believe, Owen? I say sarcastically.
What? I can't. Wait, I'm sitting down. I'm ready. What is it?
I'm still not into Absolution.
What? But the Paige. She's not doing the drugs.
She is not. Okay, in fairness, we don't know if she was ever actually doing the drugs.
We know.
That was just a funny thing we said.
Oh, we know.
I'm just saying for the audience, we don't actually know if that happened. Please don't sue us for defamation.
Listen to me. I said allegedly we know.
Okay, fair enough.
Allegedly.
Yeah, Hey, what if I told you that they actually had a match against Bayley, Mickie James, and Alexa Bliss? Or, Sasha Banks.
I thought it was just a normal tag. I didn't think it was a 6-woman tag.
No, it was a 6-woman.
Oh, okay, because I thought when I saw it was just Mandy Rose and Paige.
No, Mandy Rose did get the pin, though. Which is odd.
They gotta push her somehow.
I guess. And
did they cut a promo?
Not that I remember. But they did come back later in the night to do shit with Asuka again.
Were they ready for Asuka?
Yeah, actually. They beat the shit out of Asuka. And they almost got away with it, but then the rest of the roster ran them off.
Oh my goodness.
I don't where is this going?
Nowhere good.
Like
they're gonna beat Asuka.
Like this only ends with them fucking losing to Asuka, right?
No, it ends with them beating Asuka.
I don't know about that. Like, I feel like this scenario, the place that this leads to is when they basically gave an hour of the show to Daniel Bryan because they had him have the the gauntlet match where he fought all the Shield guys and he was about to beat Roman Reigns and then they jumped him because it's the Shield and that's what they do. Damn numbers game.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably where this is going. She, beats Mandy Rose, then she beats Sonya Deville, and then she finally gets Paige, and she's gonna tap out Paige with the Asuka lock, and then she gets killed.
You want to hear my prediction?
What's that?
I think they're gonna have a 3-on-1 match on New Year's Day, and they're gonna beat her. That's my prediction. New Year's Day, 3-on-1 match. Asuka loses. Shocks everyone.
Can't see it unless you're watching on video, but I am grimacing.
Oh, I'm looking. It's WWE main roster women's booking.
No me gusta.
Nope. Is there anything else from Raw that you like to talk about?
Not really, but I mean, I guess we'll just cover it quickly. Seth Rollins and Sheamus had a match because why not?
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
How many times these two assholes wrestled?
A lot. They've wrestled a lot.
Well, are you excited because Thursday this week is part of WWE week on the USA Network? They're gonna fight again.
No.
It's gonna be the Shield against Samoa Joe in the bar.
No me gusta.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. And also, Absolution's gonna wrestle a 6-woman tag. Are you excited? I don't even know. I don't even know if there's any SmackDown matches on this thing.
Yeah, there are.
Do you know what they are?
From what I heard, or at least in the commercial that I saw during this week's NXT, the New Day and the Usos are teaming up.
Oh, I guess they're gonna fight against Gable and Benjamin and the other Rusev and Aiden English, because they're all have a big match on Sunday.
Whoa! I can't believe it. It's gonna be exciting.
Wait, you're not excited for Clash of Champions? That Clash of Champions is gonna be great. Also, I looked it up, John. I was correct. It was only a normal tag with the women. It was Paige and Mandy Rose against Bayley and Mickie James.
Oh. I could have sworn that Sonya... Oh, I guess it was just Sonya and Sasha getting involved in their typical outside the ring shit. Yep. Honestly, all this shit is the same, and they've done the exact same permutation of this fucking match for 3 weeks. Can you blame me for forgetting?
Yeah, December is a bad month for wrestling because they're just like, just kicking stuff around until it's Rumble season.
Yep. Like, this is a company that is notorious for fucking coasting, and this is the month where they coast the absolute fucking worst.
Also, because football's heating up. Because, it's almost playoff time, so no one's fucking watching.
Go Bears.
What? No, the Bears are eliminated.
I'm quoting internet memes.
I know, I'm just letting you know they're eliminated.
Doesn't matter, it still works for my memery.
Okay. John, is that it for Raw?
I am making sure. Yeah, we talked about that. Yep, no, we talked about everything that happened on Raw this week, surprisingly.
Wow, okay. Well, are you ready to talk about everything that happened on SmackDown? Because not a lot happened.
But also, yes.
You know what did not happen on SmackDown?
What's that?
The Fashion Files.
Yeah, what the fuck?
The Fashion Files.
That was so shitty.
Right? Like they aired like, the very end.
Hey, we're gonna do the Fashion Files this week. Oh, here's the fucking ending of it. If you want to see everything for this, go to the website.
And here's
dicks.
Here's the thing, John. Did you watch the actual Fashion Files?
No, I didn't.
It's great.
I heard it's funny
because they explained the poisonous gas thing the way I thought they would. As in, of course, the Ascension are immune to it because they're from the Wasteland. The Wasteland has only 2 things: poisonous gas and sadness.
Makes sense.
And they're immune to poisonous gas. And because of their friendship with Breezango, they're now immune to sadness.
That's adorable.
It's great. The Ascension are great.
That's pretty good.
It's real good because they were also at the funeral or the memorial service for themselves as the only other people there with Breezango. And the Ascension were like, listen, you we know who's behind it. We kept telling you it's the Bludgeon Brothers. You should fight them at Clash of Champions. And Breezango look at each other, and you know what they say?
Nah, we're good.
They said no. And then credits rolled. Which, the best part was that when they revealed that the Ascension were there, they said Connor and, Connor's partner, because they don't remember Victor's name.
That's fucked up.
In the credits, they also listed Connor and Connor's partner.
That's good. That's pretty good.
Also, Tully the Horse and Art Anderson were in the credits.
Well, yeah, as you do.
It was really good.
But, Owen, what actually happened on the show this week?
No, I was going to finish because I'm leading into that, is that they cut back and they just said, no, like, for real, you should fight them. And then they agreed. And at Clash of Champions, we're going to have Breezango against the Bludgeon Brothers.
Well, that's not going to end well.
And the Bludgeon Brothers had a match on this episode.
What?
I gets a bunch of jobbers.
Do you know who the jobbers were?
I don't know who the one was, but I know who the other one was.
And who's that other one?
The other one was fucking Colin Delaney. Like, what the hell? What? How? Where did he come from?
A WWE ECW alum.
Yeah. Do you know who this guy is?
I actually don't.
Oh, man. The crowd even knew who he was, and they were chanting for him. Colin Delaney looks very different than the way he looked when he was in WWE ECW. Because back then, he had long hair, was very young, and super scrawny. He was essentially James Ellsworth. Like, not the Carmella version, the one before that.
Huh.
The one that was the scrawny jobber that fought the monsters and constantly got murdered.
Weird.
And every week, he would come back and be, like, all bandaged up, and they kept beating him up, and he kept getting more and more bandaged up.
But do you know who the actual jobber was? The one that was made to look fucking terrible, that,
what are you
like,
talking about,
commentary just ragged all over.
What do you mean look terrible? We looked great! That guy was MVP.
The commentators made fun of him for high-pitched screaming.
That high-pitched screaming was amazing! That made the whole segment, was the high-pitched scream, and they even did a replay where they played it. Who was it?
Fun of him. That is... I'm blanking on his name, let me look it up, though. But that is Chikara's current grand champion.
It's fucking perfect. That's great. That's awesome.
So, way to bury one of...
No, bury? John, no. Don't say bury. They didn't bury him. He had a role, and he did above and beyond what they could have asked him for. Because he looked great ragdolling, and that scream was incredible. And the facial expressions he made, oh, it was so good. These two were perfect. They're my favorite jobbers to the Bludgeon Brothers so far. So yeah, don't say they buried him. Because remember, James Ellsworth went above and beyond when he jobbed to Braun Strowman, and then he got a job.
Yeah, that might have been a mistake.
Nah, I like James Ellsworth. He did good. Maybe Colin Delaney and this other guy.
Juan Francisco de Coronado.
Yeah. Maybe those two will end up signing developmental deals. You never know.
All right.
But yeah. So yeah, don't say that was a bad thing. They were great. I loved it. You know what I did not love on this show?
What's that?
Which I wrote about last night, which you can read over at ProWrestling.Cool. Almost every match was the same thing. There was guest commentary on every single match except for one. And out of those matches, in every one except for one of them, they interfered. Why? Why would you do that all in the same episode?
Because, like we said, they're on autopilot, so just fuck it, whatever, I don't know.
Don't be on autopilot. This is the go home to a pay-per-view. What are you doing? Like, for example, let's go through it. Like, the worst offender of that was the match between Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin.
Which, admittedly, Bobby Roode saved us from a bad match.
Yeah, but
also,
it was also
wait,
worse.
isn't this guy the face?
Yeah, I get. But he was getting revenge because the week before the exact same thing happened, but it was Dolph Ziggler on commentary.
Still,
who attacked them both.
Still, no, but why can't someone in this fucking company take the high road for once?
No, it's wrestling. You're not allowed to be like actually good. What the hell's wrong with you? Like, that's why Bailey isn't a thing anymore.
Yeah, and that's fucking garbage too. Again, I said it last week, but I'll say it again. You know, we talked about in last year's best of the year stuff about how Bailey is a surefire fucking thing, and only this company could possibly fuck it up, and they will. And wowzers.
Yeah. But John, that's not the bad thing. The bad thing was the fact that he got into the ring for like a solid minute and did nothing before attacking. And the referee just had to stand there going, "Oh, I don't know what's happening. Why are you staying in the ring?" He was in there for so long just to do the fucking DDT. It's like, what?
He was.
Fucking do it. God.
Like, if you're gonna do the dumb bullshit, just do the dumb bullshit and get it over with so we can move on.
Dude, I don't want to watch this match on Sunday. I don't like any of these people. Man.
Yeah, they've done a bad job.
You know what else I don't care about? I don't care about the women's match because they've done like nothing to build up Charlotte Flair against Natalya. Like, I had to just blank there on who she was even fighting.
I fucking forgot that match was happening.
Yeah, but yet they remind you because Natalya was on commentary.
Like, oh, well, I guess it's gonna be like Ruby Riott or some shit.
No, because that was the match this week. Was her against Ruby Riott, which was fine, but Natalya was on commentary, and then oops, she attacked her in disqualification.
Oh my god, I can't believe it! Natalya, why'd you do this? You're so evil.
Yeah, it's like, if the focus is on the Riot Squad, why are they just lumberjacks in this match? Like, they're not even the focus of this match, even though they really are, so why are the people in the ring having the match at all? Why does Natalya even have this rematch? Have we established that?
She didn't get a rematch, did she?
Doesn't Starrcade count?
Probably not, because it wasn't on television.
Fair. I don't know. This is all bad.
Yeah, I mean that's like asking. Yeah, that's the question. Do house shows count?
I mean, they were billing it like a big deal, and they were posting about it a bunch. So I don't know. The only positive to come out of this was that, remember how I said that Charlotte was the only face on the active women's roster,
which is unfortunate.
Yeah, because she's not great at it. Well, they were about to murder Charlotte by steps when the person they previously had done that to, Naomi, returned.
Yay, Naomi!
So she's back, so there's going to be at least one other face on the outside for this.
She brought it to the floor.
Match. She did. She did that double drop kick, which looked great. Naomi's offense is fun.
Naomi's fun.
Yeah, so I'm happy she's back. Just, it sucks she's back for this.
She's never been the best, but I've always liked Naomi.
Yeah, she's fun. So, I mean, again, that's not going to really factor into Sunday, so whatever. Charlotte's obviously going to win again.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get into it because I have to make my predictions at the end. The other match that also had another match that also had commentary was the Usos against Rusev and Aiden English. Because the New Day were on commentary with the Pancakes.
Happy Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day to you too. Aiden English got to finish his 12 days of Rusev. You know what was number 4?
What was number 4?
Ginger's Unhindered.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. They know. Yeah. They know.
Of course Aiden English would know. He's great. But yeah, that they had that happen, and then the Usos came in and cut one of their promos, and that was great. And then Gable and Benjamin came out and cut a promo. And again, I can't believe how good these guys are getting on the mic now as heels. I'm actually like, I didn't think that Gable outside of the American Alpha stuff would actually like have a lot of personality on the mic outside of his good wrestling, but him and Shelton Benjamin are crushing it.
I don't know, man. Like, that's kind of always been the one thing that Gable had. Like, even if I didn't really like it and I didn't really get the point and thought it was just kind of too goofy, like, the Ready, Willing, and Gable shit was charming. Like, that was the kind of thing where it's like, okay, you're fun. I don't like what you're doing, but you're fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, see him actually, like, working as a heel, like, I get you. It's a bit surprising because, I also wasn't really sure that he had that in him.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I'm glad that his charisma still plays.
Yeah, it was great. And they made me realize that everyone, well, I guess Gable and Benjamin added to their thing this week, but everyone's got day stuff related to them. Because the New Day, Rusev Day, Day 1-ish, and then to fit in, Benjamin and Gable just cut a promo where they're quoting different things related to days.
Sure.
It was fun. But yeah, this was a clusterfuck because we had to deal with the match, we had to deal with the New Day taking over commentary with their bullshit. We had to keep cutting to Gable and Benjamin standing on the ramp for some reason.
As you do.
And lost in all this is the fact that Aiden English got the pinfall on the Usos. Rusev and Aiden English fucking beat the tag team champions. What?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, Rusev was fucking elated about it.
Oh yeah, sure, totally.
So I'm down with that. But also that made me realize that this whole build for this match has been based on upsets that make no sense.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I get, like, a few times maybe it's cool, but constantly doing it kind of ruins the magic of it. But I'm still looking forward to the match. I like everyone involved. I'm sure it's going to be a great match. It might, if they give them a lot of time, they could possibly squeak into it as a late contender for match of the year, but we'll have to see.
Speaking of things that don't make sense.
What's up?
Let's talk about the AJ Styles thing.
That's where I was going to next, John. You don't worry.
I know. That's why I brought it up to say.
Don't you worry, John. I've got things to say about the AJ Styles promo.
Did the Singh brothers really think that was going to work?
See, here's the thing. Not only is that great that failed with AJ Styles, it failed with the crowd. Because we had a hot crowd as opposed to Raw, which had a fucking dead crowd throughout.
Yeah. Raw's crowd was very sleepy, which did not help matters.
SmackDown's crowd was very much into the show. Good job, Cincinnati.
Which they shouldn't have been, but they
like SmackDown.
You paid your money. You're able to do what you want.
Yeah, so I'm happy about that. But when the Singh brothers were like, we got beaten up and now we're not with Jinder anymore. We want to help you. The crowd booed it like, no, fuck you. You're wrong. You're lying. And AJ Styles like kind of played along with it, and then he's like, actually, I'm gonna use some fucking logic and like actually like go to social media and say, here's photos from the India tour where you fucking were with Jinder, and this was Saturday. So what are you doing? And I thought that was great. An actual smart babyface using logic and actually looking into shit.
Yeah, no, that was great. AJ Styles actually was a good babyface without being Sting.
Yeah, like, that's the thing, like, with babyfaces these days in wrestling, the whole trope is, oh, they always get outsmarted by the clever heel that always gets away. They're so fucking stupid that they fall for anything, because they're so good, they always have to, like, believe everyone, and always do the right thing.
Which, again, that can totally work. Again, see Sting, but yeah, it never would have worked this time. It would have just been like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Like, I was like, yo, social media, dog. No, you're lying.
If everybody is Sting, then what is Sting?
A miserable pile of lies.
Miserable little pile of secrets, yes.
Well, I was tying it into this as they were lying.
I mean, it was a secret that they're still friends with Jinder. It's just
was it a secret?
It was an open secret, and that's why AJ Styles killed them and said, "I want a one-on-one match this Sunday."
Yeah, but I appreciated that the crowd was also like, "No, you're lying," and then they later came back and attacked and showing like, "Yo, they totally are still with them, so don't worry."
Jinder Mahal, was it worth it?
The interesting thing they didn't bring up though is that remember they're all like, "Oh, we're gonna side with you now because Jinder beat us up."
Mm-hmm.
This was the second time he did that.
Yep.
So if they didn't leave him the first time, why would they leave the second time? That's just a little thing that I felt like they could have included, but they didn't have to. I just noticed it. And now, John,
let's talk about the actual bad thing.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you about it now. It's not bad.
I think it's bad.
No, it's not. There's something bad about it, but it's not bad.
I was going to say there's some good things about it, but overall it was bad. But please, tell me about Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and this fucking nonsense that is building to Sunday.
Excuse me, you mean the Yep movement?
I actually do kind of like that. It's
great. They had the old Danny Bryan shirts, but they cut out P's and put it over the S, so it says Yep.
Yep. And what did it do?
And I almost made that the name of the bout last night. I'm not joking. I almost had to go yep, what it do. But I said, you know what? I don't want to think about Skip Sheffield ever again. So let's not do that.
Relatedly, by the way.
Oh, please don't bring up this guy. Please don't.
He apparently, they offered him a Lucha Underground contract.
Fuck. No.
And he said no because of Lucha Underground's shitty contracts.
Oh, I thought he was going to say, pay me more. Pay me more.
No, what he said was, so you want to tape for like 2 months and then I'm not allowed to work anywhere?
Mm-hmm. Apparently.
Which I guess they're going back on that now, so, you know. He actually was very positive about Lucha Underground.
That's nice. But John, yeah. I need to get to SmackDown talk about this Yep movement because they were planning to occupy SmackDown Live. And they're handing out flyers backstage, and Shane was not in the building to stop them. I don't know where he was. He's like, I'm not showing up for SmackDown this week. I don't know. So Danny Bryan was in charge. And they went out to the ring and they said, fuck it, we're going to occupy SmackDown until we get what we want. And then, you know what happened?
Yeah, nobody showed up.
No, all their friends are dead. Except for Danny Bryan, he came out.
Mm-hmm.
He came out and then his music played like a minute later.
It's pretty funny.
Which was weird.
They fucked that up, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah, but then he's like, well, my music's playing, so I'm going to do my stupid hand gesture thing.
I might as well, right?
Yep. And he pointed out that, you know, yeah, we're all sympathetic to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn because they're always getting taken down by the man, kind of like Danny Bryan was. Well, Danny Bryan pointed out why we shouldn't cheer for them because these guys are just selfish pricks that just want to get what they want. Whereas what he was doing was he was getting held down, but the people wanted him, so he just used the power of the people to give them what they wanted.
Which isn't the fucking point, Daniel. Like, you don't suddenly become right in, like, it's not okay for your bosses to fuck with you and, like, threaten your livelihood just because people like you. Like, that shouldn't be a prerequisite for not getting fucked with at your job.
See, that's the point.
That should not be a prerequisite for not being in a hostile work environment. What a shitty justification, you piece of shit.
But no, John, that's the point. Like he's actually like just like trying to, get behind, get that, being the down low about it, really being on their side, so that when the turn happens, he's like, yeah, actually, fuck Shane McMahon. You guys are getting fucked with too much. That's why he's even in the match to begin with, and he's gonna justify.
I know. It's just the problem that I have with that is that, as far as the audience is concerned, what Daniel Bryan said is 100% right. Made completely manifest by the fucking hot garbage that Byron Saxton was yelling all fucking night.
Oh man, the Byron Saxton heel turn was incredible.
Was that a heel turn? Was he being the heel?
Yes. You know why? Like, not like actual, like, wrestling wise heel. He's being like a real heel. Because you don't understand. Bryan was talking seriously. You know who else was talking seriously? Yeah,
Vince McMahon. Yep. Who's telling him to say that?
Uh-huh. So we got to see an argument between Daniel Bryan and Vince McMahon on TV. It was fucking compelling.
It was just, you see, I would not call it that. I would just call that, look at my old fucking boss telling millions of people out there that, hey, it's my company. I should be allowed to do whatever the fuck I want. The boss, you know what? I'm doing you a favor by letting you work for me. You should just suck my dick and fucking take whatever I give you.
I mean, that's what he... Yeah, that's Vince McMahon. Yeah, I get it. But you know what? Fuck Vince McMahon.
Yeah,
that's the point of this. Shit. That's why we're gonna side with Danny Bryan when he turns on another McMahon and says, "Fuck you." All you guys are actually fucking terrible. Want to hate you.
But again, Owen, that's the problem. Is we're going to side with Daniel Bryan. We're going to think they're right. We're going to be totally on board with them. But that's not where the story's going to go.
I think this is going to be a double turn. I think Shane's turning heel and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to turn face. That's what I think is going to happen. They pushed him so far that they became so sympathetic that the crowd's going to side with them. And Shane's going so overboard with his shit, he's turning into his father. That's where I think
you really
this is
think
going.
So?
Yeah, that's where I think this is going.
I feel like that's maybe a bit too self-aware for Vince McMahon right now.
I think that
I feel like Vince McMahon definitely feels emboldened to be like, no, I'm right. I won. I'm the winner. That's me. No, I'm the one. I'm the one. I won.
No, I think they're
listen to me now,
John. I think they're gonna let him think that. But Triple H is actually going to spin it the other way around.
Triple H doesn't have any power over SmackDown. He barely has power over Raw.
No, he has involvement with SmackDown. He has involvement with all the shows now.
I know, but like everything on the main roster, it all comes down to what Vince and Kevin want.
I know. I just feel like that they're actually going to see how this goes. It's going to be a little... Because that's SmackDown. They're more adventurous. They're more experimental on this show. That's why we fucking had Jinder as champion. They wouldn't do that shit on Raw.
I wouldn't call that a good kind of adventurous.
They have AJ Styles as champion. That would never happen on Raw. Little small guy that does flippy cool shit that people like. No, Raw has Brock Lesnar as champion. That's what Vince wants. That's why Raw is the show that Vince has most control over.
I mean, in fairness, flippy guy that does cool shit was the champion for a very long time.
Are you talking about Seth Rollins?
Yes, I'm talking about Seth Rollins.
Yeah. But then they realized, actually, fuck that, Brock Lesnar.
No, they more realized, oh shit, Seth Rollins doesn't have a leg anymore.
Yeah, and now, see, then they moved it over when the brand split happened. They move all that kind of ideology over to SmackDown so that Vince can have his big, scary monster men control Raw.
Yeah, I guess.
That's just how I feel. I could be completely wrong, but that's my opinion on it. But yeah, I'm in the main event. Then Danny Bryan was on commentary. That whole thing happened, and then the referee got knocked out. Danny Bryan took the outfit and somehow helped Kevin Owens win, even though it wasn't very blatant that he did it. I mean, he was very lenient to Orton and Zayn being in the ring, and Sami Zayn like getting into the ring. He could have like went up and had him stop, but he didn't. He also took a while to get into the ring and count that pin. Byron was actually right about that.
It's true. No, he did.
So it was cool subtlety to that. They didn't make it so overt, except it was only Byron who's doing it, but he was being so shitty that, most people would ignore what he was saying and say he's just full of shit. But he's actually right. And it was cool. I like it. I'm very curious how this is going to go. There's only one big problem with this segment that made me very angry. You know what that is?
What is it?
The fact that they kept going, there's 2 referees. I don't know how that's going to work. We've never seen that before.
Motherfucker, we did that last year. Sheamus and Cesaro versus the Club.
That's why I kept yelling.
It was a bad fucking match, but it happened.
I kept yelling at my TV. I'm like, motherfucker, you did this match last year. Stop saying this is the first time ever, you assholes. It was incredible how they could have done that. But yeah, at SmackDown, that's it. Most of it was repeat of the same bullshit over and over, but I'm at least interested in the main event.
Speaking of repeats of the same bullshit over and over.
What's up?
Let's talk about Clash of Champions.
Oh, you want my predictions for Clash of Champions, eh?
Let's hear it, Owen. I got the list here. Are you ready?
Sure. Lay it on me.
Zack Ryder versus Mojo Rawley on the pre-show.
Mojo has to win. 100%.
Did you see... I was watching Botchamania lately, and they had a great thing that I missed of Zack Ryder taking the power bomb and slamming his head onto the mat, and it leaving a stain of the spray paint that they put to cover over his bald spot.
Cool, I guess. That's cool.
Zack Ryder, y'all.
He's old, sorry.
Zack Ryder, y'all.
Mojo's gonna win.
Mojo's gonna win.
He's the new commodity, the young guy who just turned. He's gotta win.
Breezango versus the Bludgeon Brothers.
Breezango are gonna fucking die.
Yeah, they're gonna die.
But I hope that but I would like this match to go more than a minute and have Breezango try to use like their disguises and bullshit to try to get around the whole thing, but still get killed.
I see this being a 5-minute match.
Or the alternative, I'd like to see Breezango get the shit knocked out of them senselessly, and the Ascension have to step in to save them because the Bludgeon Brothers just won't stop killing them.
Maybe. The Usos versus the New Day versus Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable versus Rusev and Aiden English in a fatal 4-way for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
As much as I would love Rusev and Aiden English to win the belts here, because that just would fill my heart with so much happiness and joy in my life.
I could see it happening, honestly.
The whole build for this, as I had told you earlier, is built on, unexpected things happening. And what would be the most unexpected thing to happen when there's a match with 4 teams involved?
The Usos retaining.
Exactly. The Usos are going to retain.
There you go. Fair enough. Charlotte versus Natalya in a Lumberjill match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Do you see the Riot Squad getting involved to fuck up Charlotte?
Yeah. I do.
But you don't see it working.
No, everyone's going to get into the ring. It's going to be a whole clusterfuck. It's going to be terrible, and everyone's going to be fighting. And amid all the chaos, one of the certain lumberjacks has a briefcase. And while everyone's distracted, she could cash it in and become the champion.
So you're going with Carmella to win.
That's what I'm doing.
All right.
I'm picking the cash in amid all the chaos because she's going to be at ringside anyway.
Okay, here's my next question though. Is it going to be a post-match thing, or is it going to be? Or are they going to do the WrestleMania 31 thing of, whoops, I cashed it in. Now it's a triple threat.
I think it's going to be in the middle of the match.
Cool. I like that. I thought that was really awesome when they did it that one time.
I think she's going to do it while all the lumberjacks are in the ring, and chaos is ensuing. So, the referee's lost control, except she's going to hand the briefcase to him while all this is happening, and amid all the chaos, get the pinfall. And then everyone's going to stop and go, wait, what? The bell rang. Oh, snap, we got a new champion.
Baron Corbin, Bobby Roode, and Dolph Ziggler in a triple threat for the United States Championship.
I don't give a shit. Baron Corbin's going to retain.
I have a prediction.
You're not going to watch the match, is my prediction.
I will fall asleep.
I think the crowd will, too.
Yep, they sure will. Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a tag team match with Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan as the guest referees. And if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn lose, they are fired from the company.
I thought you would say this for the end since it's going to be the main event.
Oh yeah, you're probably right. It is going to be the main event. I was thinking that
No, Jinder Mahal's not going to fucking main event the show. Come on.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on now.
All right, you want to talk about that one first then? You want to talk about AJ Styles versus Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship?
Yeah, the Singh brothers are going to be there. Because of course they are. But AJ Styles is still going to pull off the victory.
Thanks.
Seriously, no, don't give it back to Jinder. What are you doing? India Tour's over.
And you did nothing for him, and in fact, you just made him look worse on the India Tour, so...
if anything, you could have Bobby Roode win the U.S. title, and then have Jinder take it from him quickly.
Can we just talk about how bullshit that is? By the way, that they once again did the fucking thing of Triple H beating you and making you look like a loser, and then being like, "Oh, I respect you though. You won my respect by losing to me."
Then also, I'm gonna pedigree you afterward.
We're gonna dance and I'm gonna pedigree you and your friends.
It's Triple H. As good as he is, he's still Triple H. He's still gonna do shitty stuff in the ring when he's in ring Triple H. Come on. If the booking involves him, it's gonna be shitty. If it involves his children and his NXT children, it's gonna be good.
What if they give him 3 more title wins just so that he can have 17 before John Cena?
No. Don't say that out loud. Because then you know what's gonna happen is they're gonna both get 16.
They're gonna do it?
Yeah, because they're both gonna get 16, and the belt's gonna be vacant. They're gonna fight for the vacant title. It's because fuck you. Don't.
Kind of into it.
No.
Kind of into it.
You're bad.
I want to watch the world burn. Okay, I want to watch the world burn.
Then Rick would have to be referee, and you don't want to see that.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I really don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Much like I don't want to see Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn.
I want to see that. What?
I do want to see it. I don't like you, Shane.
I don't like
Shane.
I want to see Daniel Bryan hit Shane with the running knee. Oh my god, would that be amazing? Let's make it happen.
You think that's how it's going to go down?
I mean, that would be my wish, but either way, Daniel Bryan's going to screw with Shane, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to win because they have to win because their job's on the line.
Yes, they do have to win.
Also, John, did you notice that in the list of people in the mixed match challenge thing, Sami Zayn's there, so he has to have a job.
Huh? Yeah. Huh?
Yes, he has to be employed to be in that.
That's pretty dumb of them to announce Sami Zayn in there, before, because what would happen if he lost?
I don't know. They make us some bullshit like, oh, card subject to change.
I guess you're right.
Whatever. Point is, Owens and Zayn are the best things going. Having Daniel Bryan within the fight chain would be amazing. And shake up the entirety of SmackDown and make it possibly interesting again.
I'm not willing to go that far.
We've had a year of delay of opportunity. It's time for something different. Let's go.
You want to talk about some bullshit though, Owen?
What have we been doing for the past hour and a half?
True, but let's talk about NXT.
Okay. NXT was on the USA Network.
Yeah, they shouldn't do that again.
Well, yeah, because it belongs in the network.
That was bad. There were a lot of commercials. There was a lot of like them cutting out like the production touches that make the show great. There was a lot of, hey, here's a short video package. Here's another commercial. Enjoy this 5 fucking minutes of Popeyes ads or whatever.
Well, see, this was less of a episode.
Zales.
This was less of an episode of NXT and more of a commercial for NXT. It was an infomercial, pretty much.
Yeah, but I also don't feel like they really made a great case for it. Like,
oh no, that main event.
The main event was really great. Don't get me wrong. The other 2 matches though were just like glorified squash matches, and not even like my problem with it was also that like they were glorified squash matches with people that were really fucking good. Like,
but yeah, NXT is glorified squash matches on the regular TV.
And yeah, that's true, and that's why NXT is like kind of hit and miss sometimes. But like, if you're trying to put your best foot forward on like cable TV and be like, yo man, check this cool thing out, like, is it really the best use of your time to have Fabian Eichner losing like 3 minutes to fucking Andrade Cien Almas? And don't get me wrong, because I know what you're going to say, and yes, you are absolutely right. Fabian Eichner is fucking awesome. He looked so goddamn good. He did such cool shit. It was great. He had, like, all of the offense in that match, and that's kind of the problem there, is that literally it was Andrade pushes him off the ring apron, or, you know, pushes him off the one of the ropes, you know, the ring post, slams him into the stairs, hammerlock DDT, and I win.
Yeah, well, he's a champion. He had to win. But
of course he had to win. It's just like Fabian Eichner was doing like all sorts of crazy shit that like you wouldn't believe. And then what?
I saw this match more of a condensed ad for Fabian Eichner going, this guy is the fucking future and he's great. And also
he is really good.
And then they could say also we're promoting that we have the NXT champion competing.
True.
So that's all this was like, yo, we have the champion on the card. Also, here's Fabian Eichner. He's fucking amazing. Check out this cool shit he can do. But of course, he has to lose because we can't have him being the champion. True.
It's just, I feel like they would have done much better by Fabian Eichner if he actually had a competitive match.
I feel like
if let's, you know, maybe not even more competitive, but like at least let him take a little bit more offense than what they gave him. Because honestly, his match was basically no different from the other squash match this week, which was Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, 2 guys who we fucking love and think are super talented, like dying in like a minute and a half to the Authors of Pain. Which, granted, the Authors of Pain, they probably shouldn't be competitive, but I mean, come on.
Excuse me, you mean Player 1 and Player 2?
I mean the Bald Bulls.
Oney Lorcan held up 1 finger, and then Danny Burch came out and held up 2 fingers. It was amazing.
I know, and then the crowd chanted 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It was good.
I thought they chanted 1, 2, 3.
No, they chanted 1, 2.
Because that's the thing. If you add 1 and 2, it makes 3.
They just that's someone else entirely. That is a different person entirely.
So you add another one. Then you give him like a boy band gimmick.
Then no, we are not adding 6-Pac to this.
Oh, come on. Come on. I was going to say add Shane Helms. What were you going for?
Were
you going for 1, 2, 3 kid reference?
1, 2, 3 kid?
No.
Yeah?
I was making a 3 count reference.
Oh.
Dude, I grew up with WCW, dog. I'm going to make the stupid boy band gimmick thing. There. Come on.
Look, you know I love me some 3 count, but this is still WWE, where they only just now acknowledged that War Games was a cool thing and only sort of did it.
Okay. They did it. They did good version of it. You be quiet. But yo, the thing about this tag match was the part where Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch went fucking Haas on the Authors of Pain for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
They kept running into the middle and then, hitting their forearms and then beating the shit out of them again.
Yeah, and it ended predictably.
Well, of course it did.
Well, I know. I'm not saying otherwise. I mean, of course it was going to go away, but still.
But you know what this made me realize?
Some I am disappointed.
Why are the Authors of Pain still in NXT?
Where would they go?
I don't know. The Raw Tag Division needs help.
Honestly, you could say the same thing of why is Sanity still on the show?
Well, because they're the tag champs.
Oh, and I have some bad news for you.
I know. I mean, you don't have to spoil. I know that. I'm just saying, as of right now, you're asking. It's because they're the tag champs.
Also, where the fuck were they when they did that promo?
In the room.
It looked like they were in like the weird back room with the metal things that that fucking Undisputed Era found.
Yeah, they found it too.
But they added some blue lights and smoke to it. What?
Yeah, what you do? We just found the fog machine. Said turn on the fog machine. Also, here's some blue lights.
So last year on the Best Of podcast, we had a discussion about, how we feel about Sanity. And I remember, because one of us was very adamant about giving them Tag Team of the Year or Best Newcomer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone was adamant about giving them Best Newcomer because they really liked them. And another one of us was like, I don't know about Sanity. They haven't really had any time to do things. I feel like next year will probably, if they actually like build up Sanity's character, I feel like they will actually be deserving of like a Tag Team of the Year thing.
Yeah, but then the Usos happened.
I was more going to say we're a year later and I don't feel like they actually really did anything with Sanity. I still don't understand what the fuck they are.
Killian Dane.
He's cool. I like Killian Dane, but like
Nikki Cross?
I don't get Sanity. I don't get what their characters are supposed to be. I don't get what makes them cool or interesting aside from being vaguely crust punk.
Yeah, that's what they got. They're vaguely crust punk. And they look cool. They got music. They're all the same but also different.
They just bore me. That's honestly what it is. Sandy just bores me.
Wow.
Like
Harsh.
Without Alexander Wolf doing his crazy heel dancing, I don't get why I'm supposed to care.
I mean, I think you're forgetting the War Games match where they were the stars of it.
Yeah, no, again, that was a good match. Like, they're really good in the ring, don't get me wrong, but like, so are a lot of people in that company.
Mm-hmm.
So are Undisputed Era. But Undisputed Era actually feel like they have characters, and they've been here for a month.
What?
2 months.
Are you kidding me? Adam Cole has a character. I don't know if Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly have characters yet. Aside from, hey, we hang out with Adam Cole.
Honestly, I feel like that's more than what most of people in Sanity have. Because I feel like at the moment it's kind of, hey, we hang out with Eric Young.
No, we hang out with Killian Dane. Please, he's the star. Killian Dane is 100% the star. He was in the fucking Royal Rumble, wasn't he?
No, he was in the
Andre Battle Royal. He was in something, I remember.
Yeah, he was in the Andre.
Whatever. Point is, he is the star. And Nikki Cross is also a star. And then Alexander Wolf
also took the pin for Ember Moon.
Shut up. You shut your mouth. Nikki Cross is
Alexander
fine.
Wolf is secretly the best. Yes, I know.
Yeah, he's this crazy worker that everyone seems to forget every time he gets in the ring and then remember quickly. And also he's Junkrat. Eric Young is honestly the weakest one of the whole group.
Yeah, he is. Which is the problem, is that he's the leader.
I don't think he's going to be the leader for much longer. I think they should kick him out.
Then what does Eric Young do?
Nothing. Goes away.
Damn. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Well, if we're going there with it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, speaking of promo things they did, they showed a video because I guess they weren't actually going to have Ember Moon on the episode this week.
Yeah, they fucking advertised her.
They advertised her having that match with Billy Kay. Or Peyton, it was Billy, right? Wasn't Peyton?
I think they had decided. Maybe they still had not decided.
No, they decided last week.
That was gonna be Peyton then. Yeah, because Billy Kay wanted to have some of her afterward.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we're doing that later.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.
But hey, the main event was really good. Yeah. It was Aleister Black versus Adam Cole, baby.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
Adam Cole, baby!
Don't yell at me.
I have to. You had to say it that way every time.
He said it that way many times in the match, and it was quite enjoyable.
Yep, he holds up the two fingers up and yells it, and it's great.
He's just screaming at him, "Don't you know who I am?"
Well, see, do you understand why he did that?
Because all of Aleister Black's feuds now have to be about him getting Aleister to say their name.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Does that mean he's gonna fight Classic Fandango next?
Yeah.
You didn't say my name right.
Yeah, there you go. That's how we're gonna do it.
That was the best fucking gimmick. I'm sorry. That was so good.
No, excuse me, the best gimmick was Fandango. when the 1 week they had 2 O's in it.
True. No. The best gimmick was you're not even real journalism.
Yeah, okay, because I was actually at that episode. And I texted that to you.
I like the ending of this match a lot.
Yeah. I liked everything in this match.
Yeah, no, this entire match was great. Adam Cole's really good. Like,
Aleister Black's really good.
Aleister Black is also really fucking good. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, like, I guess it's more like, I already knew that Aleister Black is really good. I mean, Jesus Christ, that match with Velveteen Dream was fucking amazing. But yeah, Adam Cole, like, I've always been kind of like, I don't know about Adam Cole. No, I know about Adam Cole now.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Really fucking good.
I'm surprised he didn't like sell you after the War Games match.
Again, it got close. It was like, okay, no, Adam Cole's really good, but like, I still wasn't sure about him as a singles wrestler.
Yeah, I felt like coming out of the War Games match, they established Alexander Wolf, Killian Dane, and the Undisputed Era. They were the real stars.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that's the thing though, is they established the Undisputed Era. Not, I still was like, I don't know how Adam Cole really works without like these two toadies to back him up. But no, it works.
Yep,
it totally works. I get him. I totally get him now.
Yeah, for sure. I got you.
I like. Again, it all goes back to that ending of basically just screaming at it, even show me what you got at Aleister Black, and Aleister Black being like, okay, black massing him to death.
No, see, he shouted up, show me what you got, and then Aleister Black yelled, disqualified.
Yeah, pretty much. No, he didn't yell anything because it's Aleister Black.
No, his foot, the sound it
but
made.
His foot said all the talking.
Yeah, it made that loud noise, and that was the equivalent of disqualified.
Fair enough.
Yep.
It was a really good match. It was great.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, when they advertised that,
unfortunately, though, because of this NXT, it was also kind of short.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Because they had to fit it with commercials to be exactly an hour. Yep.
Actually, no. If they did that, it would have been better. Instead, it had to be exactly 55 minutes so that they could start fucking Thor early.
Oh shit, you're right. They did do that.
Yep, that show ended at 7:55. Oh, wow. Actually, it probably was like 7:54. It was only 7:55 for me because, you know, I watch it on the USA app and there's a minute delay.
Yep.
Don't do this on USA again.
I mean, like do it again like one time a year, but don't make it a regular thing.
No. I'm going with don't do this again unless you're going to actually like rethink what NXT is, Because if you're just going to do NXT in its current form on USA, you are cutting out too much.
Okay, how about this, John? Since this seemed to be something they pulled together at the last second and didn't really plan for this to be on the USA Network, why didn't they just do a special, like an actual special?
Yeah, that would be great.
Where
I was actually just thinking that.
Where it's just, video packages, and then, here are a couple of the best matches from NXT this year.
Yeah, that would be fantastic if they did that. Like, like their usual, they're the old year-end specials that they used to do.
Which they might still do this year, we don't know.
I feel like they probably have episodes.
We'll see.
It sounded like from everything I read about the taping that they filmed enough to get them through the end of the year, but I don't know.
They might still just
like it's not like they're gonna do a here's a bunch of clips and then by the way, motherfucker, William Regal fighting Cesaro.
But what if they did?
What if they did?
Regal Cesaro too. Let's go.
What if they had William Regal fight again?
I guess Cesaro again. Rematch.
But of course that won't happen because Regal's neck is fucked up. And my neck is fucked up, so we need to stop now.
Fair enough.
So, I need to go put this heating pad back in my microwave and put it on my neck.
Well, before you do that, why don't you plug the stuff?
You mean the stuff like saying that this has been Heel Turn, a production of ProWrestling.Cool?
And this is the part where I go, it's not just cool, it's .cool.
And this is the part where I tell you to go look at our website that's neato.
Where I have a write-up about SmackDown.
And I have nothing because I've been busy doing other work, trying not to fail classes that I'm taking, and having a broken freaking neck. Because I guess I'm Kurt Angle now.
It's true. It's damn true.
But hey...
Actually, no, John. It's true. It's not true.
There will be something up in the next couple days that will blow all your fucking minds.
Paid content. So don't blame us.
Sponsored content. I put the call out and hired someone to write this for us.
It's true, he did.
It's something, all right. It's something.
It's not safe for work.
It's .Jesus.
We do not own ProWrestling.Jesus.
But what if we did?
No.
You know what we do own, though, Owen?
What?
Patreon.com/PWC, where you can contribute to our Patreon and also pay us to make terrible content like the thing that you will be seeing soon.
Yeah, and
you can also get other fun things. If you pay $1, you get the show notes. You can be reading exactly how we went about talking about this week's wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
You pay $9.99, you get exclusive podcasts.
Including one this week, where we're going to do a fancy booking for Clash of Champions.
Yeah.
That'll probably be going up on Friday.
Hooray.
That should be fun. And John, I just want to make sure to let people know that Patreon has decided not to do the weird thing they were going to do, where they would actually charge you more money than what you pledged.
Which is good, because that was a really stupid fucking idea.
Yep, so don't worry. No matter what you want to contribute, you will still pay that same amount. We still just will get less of it than usual.
As it usually does. Anyway, though, if you like the show, there's a whole bunch of ways that you can keep up to date with us also. You can check us out at Facebook at facebook.com/PWDOTC. You can also follow us on Twitter at The Heel Turn. And of course, we stream this sucker live every Wednesday, usually starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. We started a little early tonight because A, NXT was an hour early, and B, I'm in pain.
Yep.
And like barely functional. So there you go. Maybe next week I will be more functional.
Hopefully.
Who can say? Other than that, though, you can follow me on Twitter at IamJohnGM.
Follow me on Twitter at _Ozone. That's it. So,
that's it.
Enjoy Clash of Champions. We will be back next week with the final regular episode Then we're going to be broadcasting live of Heel Turn for 2017. And then the following 2 weeks will be the best and worst of the year, which are always a fun time. So make sure you check those out. Also, Friday, as I said, the Patreon exclusive podcast will be up, so check that out. All the regular stuff at ProWrestling.Cool. And we will see you next week for the podcast. So until then.
Yeah, I'll come back now, you hear.